Hey everyone, Lumen here. We're back with another Agricola game today, playing EIK G, WM France G4, 5, 6, and 7 against Graey, Idyllwild, and Mercator. So it should be a pretty solid game here. Um, Milking Hand is the only good card I know. Um, there's like mini day labor stuff going on with Family Man and Friendly Worker. You get additional food with extra family members, and this one lets you take something like Reno or Fences or Normal Growth if it's occupied. So that's like a mini combo, but doesn't seem great. Sugar Beet Farmer is change Stone to Veg in round 8 or 9, and change Veg to Cows in round 10 or 11. This seems like something that would be strong in a lot of like a lot of rare situations. Like a very high variance card. Milking Hand, and then hope to get that on the rebound and set up with a bunch of stone in stage 2 to turn it to veg in stage 3 and turn them into cows in stage 4 could be a really strong idea. We have this very or directly named card, Captain of Outrider. Using the most recent round card, you pay a food to plow. So this is like an outrider, except it's plowing for a food instead of grain. This needs a more creative name. Dentist is not very good. Spring worker is fun. You can sew and bake in the springtime. Hey, Sid. Yeah, so I'm going to take Milking Hand and hope for Sugar Beets on the rebound and hoard some stone in stage 2. Yeah, sounds good. I was watching Williams' game for a bit. That one's interesting. They have a Lady of the Manor, and as you were mentioning in chat, it's not being pinged for very many categories. And then Animal Nurse is you pay 2 food for an animal somebody else bred, and if you have that animal, it's all good. Okay. I'll resize my windows. I'm on a new streaming software. Hey, Rilo. So I can't see my dropped frames right now, but I should figure out how to do that. Oh, Gray's also streaming. So at this very moment, I think that makes us have four broadcasters live right now. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I just downloaded Streamlabs. Hey, Doe. Yeah, where do I find the dropped frames? Notifications window? No. Performance metrics? There we go. I found it. Can't minimize it though. Okay, I'll just put it over my face on the side window here. Okay. Remodeler is probably the right pick. Pasteurization expert doesn't seem as useful when I already have a cow plan. This is just a sheep plan. If I have cows already. Well, I don't have the cows yet because I don't have Sugar Beet Farmer yet, but I think it's fairly safe to expect Sugar Beets on the rebound. Realtor. Immediately get 2 stone. Any player may pay a food to rearrange your stuff into a new legal configuration. Renovator or Remodeler is just too good. Realtor would be really nice because the 2 stone are going to become 2 veg, are going to become 2 cows if I get Sugar Beets down, but I don't like passing Remodeler when it's clearly the best card. Stable Master V2 seems like a good combo with that. I build a stable for free. Okay, so this is actually reprinted in AG2. This is like an official card now, where the stable costs a wood. But basically the idea is it's old Stable Master, but you immediately get a stable. Oh, was the original one there too? I didn't see the original Stable Master, or maybe I just ignored it because that's how good it is. Wealthy Euro could be good for me. It's earlier than I like picking Wealthy Euro. Farmer would make sure that I have my cows. You know, I think that Stable Master comment also went through my head, like, very briefly. So yeah, you must be right. So I think Farmer's probably the right pick here. Just in case Sugar Beets don't come back, or if Sugar Beets look less like the play in the mid game, I wouldn't mind having two sources of potential cows for Milking Hand. And I think Wealthy Euro is just not the right thing. With Wealthy Euro, I want like hyper strong late game Ox before picking it, or like stuff that works with Nur growth. So this is very interesting. Humble farm boy, wood distributor, grain spec, lady of the manor. So wood distributor changes the texture of the game a lot. It might not be picked. Grain spec is just amazingly strong. Lady of the manor, pretty strong also. And it gives me another reason to aim for max cows. Clay starter, remodeler, donk combo. Don't forget stable master for immediate stable. Yeah, that's a pretty donk. Oh, the remodeler room is free, but you have to quote unquote pay for it. Yeah, you have to pay for quote unquote the wood room. 3 rooms and three clay rooms with 3 actions is absolutely not bad. That's a great combo. I'm taking Grain Speculator here. Just super strong. It gives me an easy source of max grain for someone else playing Lady of the Manor. That's a shame. I only saw that pack once. No, I think it does work, Sid. I don't remember. Right, but it only matters if you're in a 2-room wood house when you play Clay Starter. So you qualify for Clay Starter, and then right before renovating, you return the stable for a room, and then you reno for a food. I think it works. You know what's actually really bad and pretty funny is that I didn't think in my head that I took Remodeler. That's really bad. I should have definitely thought longer about Clay Starter. I think Remodeler is still the right pick, or Grain Speculator is still the right pick. I didn't have my coffee this morning, so no further comment on that. Someone's going for the Family Man Friendly Worker combo, which seems good. I think I do take Sugar Beet here. Spring Worker is very interesting with Grain Spec. But I'm not committed to fencing a bunch. Spring Worker's so good with Grain Spec. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, oh god, yeah. Sure was here. Basin Maker is a non-bow with the Lady of the Manor. Basket Maker, I guess, in case of emergency. I didn't take Sugar Beet Farmer, so I don't need Stone Carrier. Hey, look at that. So, oh, we also have a Permaclown with Spring Worker Green Spec. Okay, so if I take Wealthy Euro, that means people are already planning on a bunch of early Ox. I don't need to play any of these early. I have successfully avoided the need to play any of these early. So I think I take Wealthy Euro and expect like 4 or 5 resources. Yeah, absolutely, Doe. Often in the early game, people get like preoccupied with Ox, as I say, right when a quarry comes in, and a bee statue, and someone else is doing friendly worker family man. Oh, that's unfortunate. This is a pack. For a Lady of the Manor game, this is a pack. Looks like a late quarry for 2 points. I can't set up quarry, but I can't pass it. So yeah, I also disagree, Doe. I'm going to go in the direction this game takes me. If I get Cheap Ock as second move in round 1, I'm gonna play Grain Spec, and I'm gonna plow, and I'm gonna play Spring Worker. I'm gonna set up my game. One thing that I really think has I've done well in this draft is give myself flexible options to go wherever this game takes me. I have a no early ox plan. I have a bunch of early ox plan now. Um, I can nerve because I have if I can scrounge food. I can go clown farm with spring worker if some more support for a lot of crops comes in. Like if I wheel flower pots, then spring worker is going to be great. Hey Marushka. Yeah, well, if I go remodel or stable master, then I don't take farmer and have another cow source. Like this milking hand can be really good still. So I mean, no, not bee statue. I don't need that. Sickle or flower pots, heavy cart would be amazing for me. I hope someone takes granary or sack cart, but grain speculator fourth sounds like there's some strong grain stuff in the game already. Anyway, I'm taking quarry for obvious reasons. It's the one card I claim to never pass, and it's it's hyper strong and gives me like a really good reason to pound occupations early if that's what the game tells me to do. I don't expect it, but that could happen. Animal feed, really interesting here. Yeah, Dormer's good. Banana tree's fine. Cookpot's fine. Country silo's a no here. Simple oven could be a saver. Animal feed could wheel. Is it going to wheel? I think I take Dormer first, just because it's a stronger effect. Animal feed probably wheels, but it's not a strong pack. I have evidence that people have grain support. Like, Grain Speculator doesn't come forth among good competition unless you have, like, a Field Watchman and, um, like, the Ock that gives you a grain for every Ock. Yeah, the grain spec is, like, really good. Oh, Plowman's Lunch. Oh my god, Plowman's Lunch Spring Worker. Hello. So we're just going to read all of these because we're not taking them. Eel Farm does weird stuff when you fish. Sorry you had a tough endgame there, Marushka. Chameleon might be useful. Like, this is one of the rare cases when I might have to change a sheep into a pig. I don't know what I'm talking about. That doesn't sound right. Foresight is the only really good card here. There wasn't a Reap that I saw. There was a Humble Farm Boy, but Clockwork Man doesn't count that. Plowman's Lunch is just going to be amazing here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, so what I'm seeing now is we're going early off. We're going Grain Spec, Spring Worker, plow a couple times, play Golden Rose, buy Wealthy European, I don't need you, get Plowman's Lunch going, just have a massive crop engine. Am I cheating? My drafts look so easy. I don't know. I think there's a lot to be said for keeping yourself flexible, and I'm reaping some benefits here. No Renaissance. I tried that this week. I did read the words on Clay Starter before passing it on. Yeah, Sid, that's true. You like to draft some reaction cards like Hide Farmer last game? I'm not quite sure what you mean by reaction. Um, but in terms of like, not defensively, but in case someone plays something. Which you do draft a certain situation, but usually not end up needing them. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you guys had a Lady of the Manor, and we do too. So this is Flopose or Sickle. I mean, if I prioritize it, Sickle should be easy 3 points, even if I just have to take a veg normally. Oh, and observe Satcart and Greenery both coming back. So I don't actually know what people took out of this pack, because I was thinking Flower Pots and Sickle would both go. Um, Stream much smoother, though. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad it's working out. Streamlabs does seem to be working pretty well here. I mean, it seems good. Yeah, so the Plowman's Lunch cost is going to be a bit rough, but I'm going to try to hit it in stage 2. Marushka. Yeah, which means I need to play it in Grain Spec in round 1 or 2. I think I'm going Sickle. And then I'll be paying 2 grain for the Plowman's Lunch. This is a lot to put together, but I think I can handle it. Yeah, and we get animal feedback. I'm going to have enough grain for Plowman's Lunch with an early grain spec, 2 fields, and Spring Worker. So I'm not going to be building rooms early. I'm just going to be setting this up. And I hope that's fine. Simple oven for the lunch, I did think about that, but animal feed with a farmer, I don't know what my end game looks like. Yeah. And there might be, but there's no way that like a hearth won't be available if an oven isn't, you know? Clockwork Man or Iterant Laborers. The Chameleon, I don't have a sheep source. If I this changed a pig to a sheep, I might be more inclined. Clockwork is great. Yeah, I have a quarry, so it can be played before or after. That's true. Play-by-play tells me I'm going fourth. That's slightly unfortunate. I don't have much to do with 3 wood here. And going fourth doesn't guarantee a plow, actually, which is kind of sad. So I hope Mercator or Graey has a reason to take 3 wood. Now that Idyllwild leads with wood distributor. Oh, it's going to be that kind of game. Sickle. Hey, William. Yeah, so Sickle, Golden Rose, Plowman's Lunch, all set up by a green spec spring worker, if possible. Grove Keeper for Graey. Oh man, what is this? I don't like this card. This, yeah. So I'm playing G7. This is kind of silly. Yeah, I think I'm like 3 wood 30% of the time, maybe up to 40% when going fourth, third. Yeah, I mean, even stuff like Acquirer is really strong, and I don't quite like how it throws late game animals into early game. I'm not a huge fan of those mechanics. I feel like that should be harder to play. Graey, start player self-pasture. So if he can hold sheep, the Grove Keeper will let him hold cows. This looks like a workaholic type game for Graey. Mercator took 2 play after Idle took 2 wood, so we get the plow. And we've got to distribute. Right, but Acquire, I'm saying, even though it costs a lot of tempo, it's still ultra strong, and everyone uses it for early cows. And now if Gray's taking it for early cows like this, and it's cheaper than that, I don't think that it's like a good card. You know, it's just too strong. So we get the Freeock. You really hate to pass on Reedstone food, but I need this down. Nile Farmer. What the heck? I also think this is pretty strong, which makes sense. It was his first pick. I didn't see it. That's interesting. It makes a 2 food fishing block. You know what's fun? It's weaker than Trade Buyer. I don't know what you mean by Trade Buyer. Do you mean Trade Teacher in the J4 deck? Because that thing's pretty strong. Yeah, the Trade Teacher can buy cows for 2 food, and I think that one's definitely stronger than Grove Keeper. Yeah, so Marushka, I don't think you're wrong. I think that it's just a difference of people shouldn't be passing Trade Teacher. Okay, so I'm expecting a start player from Idyllwild here so we can guarantee the fishing. Fishing rod, yep. It's not strictly weaker, Sid. I don't think we're saying that. I think we're just saying that overall, if we were to judge the power, the abilities of Trade Teacher let you do it better. Oh, and I guess the occupations versus occupation action is a good point too. Mercator, seeing that Idle is setting up this huge fishing thing, takes 2 food and a wood. I like that move a lot, not just for fishing, but Idyllwild was getting a bit greedy there. that's really a move you want to do to like as the actual last action. Like there was a high enough chance that there's nothing on the board for Mercator to do. Uh, yeah, exactly. But yes, I agree with the current sentiment in chat that Grovekeeper is really good in a way because you can hit it on non-occupation spaces. There are a lot more ways to play occupations on non-action spaces in AG2. I should figure out how to get this chat popped out. Or to, That's funny. Anyone who uses Streamlabs, how do I pop out my chat? Should I just do it from Twitch? In Stream Manager, there are 3 dots. There's a pop-up option. I don't see a triple dot menu on my Streamlabs chat option. It's my turn. It went reads to food Akak. Graey plays Hunter. That's fun. Mercator played Lady of the Manor. Also fun. So this looks like 4 wood, 3 food. Ak next round. Twitch Manager, yeah. I'm going to do that. I'm so bad with using the Twitch interface. I wish I wasn't. Mod view is probably where I want to go, yeah. Yeah, this looks good for Graey, having Grovekeeper Hunter. Sheep round 4 sucks for him. There's pop-out chat, okay. Oh, and 3 food got taken because of course it did. Feels like day labor. You don't study AG too hard. You sit down, do your 50, and it's often enough. It feels bad to not take 4 clay here. Like, really bad, but getting this set up is going to be so good. There we go. $50 can be high, but it doesn't have to be high enough. There can be pretty silly games that happen in AG2. Idyllwild gets to lead round 4, and looks like he's going to take 2 reed and a wood. Mercator builds, because Graey can also build. That means I'm getting a knock. I could try to get greedy and take 6 clay. No, Gray's doing that. So... Oh, in earlier stages, that's fair, of the tournament. So everyone can play Ox. Yeah, I better get this down. It really sucks to pass these actions to other people. Oh, crap. I don't know how I'm playing Plowman's Lunch either. Yeah, it's got to be a stage 3 thing for 2 fields. Round 12 ranch? 2 rooms? No. Reedstone food. I really need to play this. It's going to be terrible if I don't. Grove and Hunter sounds like perpetual with extra steps. It's more like a bookshelf, right? It's like a 2-card bookshelf that you can start on your third dock instead of your fourth. Yeah, I mean, I think that Grey's intention is probably to have early cow breeding, but can't be sure. Mercator, Undergardener. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty glad I took Ock. There's a chance that Idyllwild Ox, and then Mercator's obviously going to Ock if he's setting up the huge day labor. Grey start player Black Swan Lake. I still have a move. uh... No, the wood doesn't interact with Nile Farmer. I could get a fireplace for no reason. I could take fish. And day labor and fish this game, that would be bad. So I do get, whoops, ugh, my grain zone. No distribute. I might take 3 food and a wood if Reedstone food is gone. Grey might take 3 food and a wood, even though Ocking just seems better for him. Either way, Mercator's looking at that as a first action if possible. Grey looks like he's thinking about Ock. Bone Collector? That would be really good. Yeah, that's a lot of wood. Bone Collector Acquirer is something I've run before, and pretty good. He goes for 3 clay instead. Did Grey end up with Clay Starter? That must be it. Oh, and Growth pops here. Yikes. You know what card should not exist is that G7 Eviscerate. It's Bone Collector, but it's a stone instead of a wood as a miner. Bone Collector is good enough. Bone Collector, like, good strength. Like, the strength on that thing really appropriate, you know. Not like crazy strong, can be pretty good, but throwing a bunch of wood into the game is a lot less impactful than throwing a bunch of stone in the game. Throwing a bunch of stone, cows, veg in the game, that really changed the texture of things. And like I expect it in AG2 these days, just because that's what they built the game around, is trying to or trying to exploit having a ton of a late game thing early. But uh, relative strengthly, yes, Marushka. I think just having a card that does it for stone is too strong, and I think the Auk for wood is a good power level. Mercator playing Thatcher's Helper. Whenever any player, you can pay 1 food for 0 food for a wood on this stack. So Graey takes the wood now. Start player Golden Rose. I'm out of ideas right now. I feel like Idle probably builds a room regardless. He does ahead of Graey. Yeah, he'll start player if I don't. So I'll give him this extra action, which doesn't do much, and I'll play my Golden Rose. Pre-rec 1 planted field? Don't scare me like that. Family Growth B statue for Merc. Nice. I need a hearth or an oven. You thought it's another card? Okay. I needed a hearth or an oven. I need to see what happens here. No distribute. So Reedstone, food, 4 clay. Two reed. Two reed is just better for me. No, it's fine, Marishka. You can like keep commenting, but like I haven't had my coffee either, so I'm at risk of saying some dumb stuff. Reno pops here, which is good for Graey, I assume. That's why Idyllwild built previous round, so he can take 3 food traveling here. Nice. Oh crap, where am I getting food for this harvest? Oh, basket maker. Food, grain, veg. Good action for Mercator. Oh, I have a grain coming in from Speculator. I'll bake that. That's handy. There's Gray's Bone Collector. Pretty good. Mercator is going to clean up this round. Oh, and I could grow next round if I had a way to feed. Build basket maker grow is what I'm basically thinking also. Eating raw grain sucks. But I think it's the least sucky option I have here. One thing I'm thinking about right now is how am I going to get beet to an oven? Mercator probably wants a hearth instead with Undergardener, so I think I'm okay on an oven. If Undergardener was seasonal worker instead, I would actually take 4 clay here, I think. Because not getting an oven would be pretty rough. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I got the stable. Yeah, it hides on my background. Don't really know what to do about that. Just keep announcing things. Graey grabs the sheep. Self-pasture. Mercator played start player Foresight into the well. Okay. So I assume Graey still wants to play Clay Starter here. We get a distribute here. So there's 1 6-wood spot. Mercator's going to take it. Gonna have 2 food, 2 wood fishing, 2 food and 2 wood and a reed, and 2 wood, 2 clay over there. So yeah, this round is a growth with sickle, I guess. Clockwork Man is way too early. Or I need my stone. I don't need my stone because Reedstone food could happen. But Remodeler wants to come out relatively soon anyway. Merc's food could be a bit sketchy. We'll see if the 6 clay is available. I'm not completely committed to growing yet. Here, Simple Oven would have been great. Graey is fencing 7? I don't know what he's doing. It's helping me a fair bit. Do I grow? I mean, I assume you all follow me, but if you don't, I am a single follower away from being eligible from Twitch affiliate. I have all the other requirements, so I'd really appreciate a follow if you haven't. This goes for all of you on YouTube watching the VOD also. 6 clay. Just get all my feeding taken care of. Idle could build a room. Idle can build a room. Okay. So one of the things that you learn from experience, and after even more experience, you can try to verify it, is when people can steal growth from you if you are not careful. And so basically, the quick version of this lesson is when you can grow and choose not to, you are taking a risk, almost certainly, that your growth will be delayed even longer. Stuff happens a lot. Like, bad stuff happens a lot. So, just be ready for that. So, like, there are so many tactics other players can use when you are behind on people, they are ahead on people, and so just be very careful. Just usually take the growth when you can. There's a 4 wood, and he put 2 wood on 3 different spaces. And he has 3 actions, and he has enough food. So he would have to take 4 wood, 2 wood build. It's not that bad. Then he's behind me in turn order. True. But what if he has lumber? Start player lumber is more the point I'm trying to make in terms of safety. Yeah, growth should be fine. Both ways make Plowman's lunch very hard to pay off. I guess I didn't have to bake if I built the oven now. I didn't have to bake in round 8. Yeah. But then I'm not guaranteed to buy clay oven. Well, I guess I am because of Reno, but then I can't remodel her. Yeah, Idle's either AFK or disconnected or something. He doesn't usually. I haven't heard anything about him being a quitter, so wouldn't expect that. Yeah, internet. Not taking the 4 wood. Is this Clockwork Man? Nah. It looks like I'm going to need 2 clay grabs. Or maybe even 3. The 6 clay was really useful for me. This is kind of sad, but it's okay. Everything's okay. I'm okay. I think I'd rather play Sickle here. Graey playing Sheep Lover. This is the Grain Lover, but it's for sheep. Okay. Okay. I kind of see what's going on here now. Yeah, it's very cool. We'll see if the value's there. Because he's going to be growing like double or triple late. Whoops. Yeah, with early growth and not being able to adapt to early growth, yeah. Goodbye, reed grain food. Oops. Mercator getting stone veg on Daylabes. Pretty good. Yeah, it looks like he's the one with milking hand for sure. He could have milking stool. Idyllwild starts, now getting either 5 wood or 3 wood 2 reed. Oh, Mercator also took fishing. Yeah, I'm gonna need an oven. Looks like the stone oven. It's gonna be a lot better. SP Whistle for Idyllwild. It looks like I'm the one that should have Whistle. Is that a first pick? Over Golden Rose? I don't remember passing Whistle. It could have been in the hand that just had, No, no, never mind. Golden Rose was the card. I was like, I'm ignoring everything else and taking this thing. And veg comes round 9. Quarry is pretty blinding, and it's a late stone game. No one else has great stone support, it looks like. Nope. Grey didn't have Eviscerate. Oh, and Grey's taking... Yeah. All the good spots already gone. Ock SP Daylabes. And then I take 4 clay next round. Sugar beet farmer for Idyllwild. Wouldn't be surprised if Day Labor doesn't come back fair. Man, this clay has been taken away from the game like gangbusters, and none of the cookeries have been bought. What is happening? I would like a veg and a plow, but I wouldn't be surprised if I can't get that down. Veg and plowman's lunch seems better. Yeah, I agree. I need one of those pesky ovens, though. Grey just renoing straight with a hearth. Rip Hunter. I guess this is where he starts buying boar. Did... He shouldn't end with one food if he got an animal. Jeez. Yeah, I guess I still expected Clay Starter. Idle takes 2 stone. Oh, because that's 2 veg. Nice. Everyone got cows. Oh, Mercator's growing, right? Not taking day labs. Bean field, pretty good. Obviously, the nuts would have been turnip field. So if he distributes, I take the clay. If he doesn't, I take the wood. I'll mark my spring worker on the board. I guess I didn't. I should have played spring worker in round 8, before round 8. I didn't need to play it this early. It helped me get the rows down, but not amazing. Passing on this amount of wood isn't good either. Idle's gonna sow 4 veg. That looks inevitable, unless Mercator sows here. Yep, seems right. Mercator, first action, day labor. Yeah, sowing and fencing in case cattle flips, that's fair. I don't think I'll get the 4 wood as my third action, but it's not impossible at this point. 2 wood, 2 clay, also pretty good. Yeah, Idle is ready for hearth or fireplace. I assume hearth on either spot, is what I was noticing. Room and 4 stables, nice. Graey has survived his questionable opening, it looks like, because of questionable stuff later for other people. Which oven do I take? It costs more clay, but I'm going to do this one for now. And then I can bake again with spring worker. Oh, I'm not underestimating Graey. I think this is still anyone's game. Idle is infinite food, yeah. Very true. Graey grows with wild breeding for... Oh, and he ate a bunch of sheep, so I guess he's taking one right now. 3-4 on the board now. Yeah, that's why we're all hungry, is because we're not taking the animals on the board for food. Oh, man. I haven't been good about taking wood, so... I would love to get that 3 clay spot next round. I'm not expecting it to come back. It looks like Humble Farm Boy was just straight up ignored in the draft. It could have been dropped to the trash. Idle indeed, Renos with a hearth. And I think he's hoping for cows in 11. I mean, he should be hoping for cows in 11. Him and Graey. Yeah, there go the clay. I needed 4 on top of my oven anyway, is my logic. It's stone. He probably knows if it's dist or not. Or if that hits on him. Alright, Sid, see you later. Is right. No dist. Oh, do I wish I had space for those pigs. So I think I still need to do some normal plowing. Plowman's Lunch kind of failed. Sadly. Idle just grabs the 4 pigs now. Fair enough. Not every day you get a 2.9 food action. Oh, thanks, Doe. Appreciate it. There's Family Man. Good stuff from Mercator, actually. Oh, sure thing, Doe. I probably will hit you up on that. I don't know. I guess over Discord, probably. Private Discord chat. Oh, I want farmer before fencing. So I'll take a veg or 3 wood if possible on my last action here. Idle getting fences at this point is a bit of a coup. Mercator's probably taking stone oven here. One out of 4. No, 1 out of 6 for late stone, late cows. Or late veg, late cows is 1 out of 4. I had it right the first time. Graey plays Animal Nurse. So this will get him a cow every harvest because Idle's breeding them. Graey is winning Sheep Lover is what's happening there. 3 wood and vegetable. Surprisingly good actions at this point in the game. Better take the wood. Kind of surprised I'm getting enough wood to fence with at this point. I guess Idle was just doing what he had to do. Mercators start players with Swan Lake. Yeah, some good miners this game, that's for sure. Mercator might be SP for Plow. Plows are running a little low right now. Or he could be SP for Clay. Yeah, actually that seems more diabolical. Graey takes a vegetable now, which I like, because that means I'm the only one without veggies. It makes it one of my 3 actions next round. Especially when Merc first picks 4 Clay. Mercator Major Fireplace. Yeah, he's going 4 Clay. There's no way he doesn't 4 Clay here. Dis, okay? And it's a plow. He does need a plow. Oh, that's such a relief to see. Graey start players. This is great. This is great. I don't know how I have this fortune to be able to get away with this, but that is some good news for me. Graey with the spindle. I guess he's eating something to get the wood for it. Yep. Well, I guess we have Lady of the Manor in the game. I've kind of forgotten about that and just trying to get all my actions squared away. I think taking a veg here is more important than Reno and Grow. Did I really say that? Suspicious. Very suspicious. Mercator takes 2 Clay. Graey plays football player. I'm thinking to myself, Mercator probably doesn't need an oven at this point. Man, getting a veg is so important for me. And I major Plowman's Lunch. Does that even work? Oh, I should have had a veg to sow and a field to sow it in, and I didn't. At least I'll have Dormer to make some more baskets. So it should be safe to eat or read, I think. What's funny is that there are so many cows in the game, I just might be able to take a 2-cow action in like round 14 while having one from Farmer already. That wouldn't get them to 6. Idle and Graey are already looking at max cow. Graey is actually looking quite good with Lady of the Manor. Just he'll have 5 from animals and fences and stables. Whoops. So we'll add a wood room, renovate, remove that. We're down 4 clay and a reed and 2 grain. Feed 3F and a reed. Harvest, and then bake that for 4 and a field. It looks like I'm going to need some grain actions. I did not do this very well. Eating the raw G was tough. I think the 6 clay line might have been better. Mercator day labors and gets a bunch of stuff. Okay. Round 12, so bake. Ideally, I get farmer, fencing, and some kind of animals, but I probably will be taking a grain and a veg. I'm most likely fencing 12 tight. Wild breeding could also be good for me. I should remember that. No distribute. Everybody wants to fence right now. To the point where playing farmer is probably wrong. Honestly, farmer is wrong. Because I can just sweep up so many of these. I assume that stable shouldn't be there. Yep, the efficiency of stuff on the board is just too good. Farmer would get me a pig and a cow with one action, but would probably mean I don't get the other animal grabs this round because someone else fences ahead of me. And that makes the efficiency of fencing now better. The other guys are stuck on plows, so... Or at least Mercator and Graey. Mercator's really angling for 5. He would love the Lady of the Manor category there. Oh, and rough. Graey takes the cows. It's fine. I should consider wild breeding a sheep on growth instead of playing Dormer. But Dormer would let me... not a huge deal. Now I think about playing Farmer. So I really wanted those cows. Mercator just taking 2 clay. So the stone oven isn't threatened by him. Oh, sorry, oh. Yeah, wild breed for a sheep seems good enough. Mercator gets the last Thatcher's Helper. Yeah, this is an example of Mercator being the only one with 4 actions really keeping control of the game. Looks like he'll have a solid game here. Yeah, and gets to renovate. Maybe joinery? Or yeah, a cook pot would be good enough. So I think I'm looking at abandoning Milking Hand. First action SP Dormer if possible. Taking a grain and yeah, this was a Busto Plowman's Lunch. I probably should have just not played it. Or if I take the 6 clay line, I get to play it, and if I didn't take it, I don't get to play it. It costs too much. That makes it a well-balanced card, too. It apparently needs to be insane. Merc getting Plowso here, I would have to expect, yeah. Am I winning? That's a good question. I think Mercator's winning. I think I have a good chance for second. But as far as winning goes, I would be pretty surprised if I was. Should I even try for Lady of the Manor? Mercator's gonna have 4 categories. I could also have 4 categories. I should try for it. A really smooth action from Idle would be a grain. But I think he has more important things to do. As with most endgames in Agricola, it's pretty tough. Oh, and of course I should go for the field Lady of the Manor parts, because I have Sickle. Mercator going Ock here. Is this Friendly Worker, perhaps? To fence this round? Yeah. And guarantee Reno next round. Yep, didn't need it for growing, just got some good stuff there. Oh, that Reno queue is really jammed. Should probably get out of it. Graey gets out of it. But that means I should have the ability to if I can. My move here is sadly 1 grain. A farmer's market, okay. That's not the right button. I also need a veg, but hey, look, that's a farmer's market. Oh, and I need food. So I want to take the reed spot. Or reedstone food is actually quite good for me. I probably don't want to grow even if I can next round just because of food issues. If I manage to get enough reed for basket maker, farmer's market is free for me. Nice. Ooh, okay. Gotta appreciate the little things. Graey takes a cow. Is he hungry? Probably. Merc me. So finally getting to 4 family members actually feels really good here. I probably should have taken reedstone food. Oh no, but Mercator's fencing regardless. Okay. I think my chances of winning are slightly increasing here. Merc can't Reno. He's gonna plan on using Friendly Worker for it. Okay. Whoops. do, 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 do. Yeah, Idle is distributing. So let's do this. If a cow gets taken, I could play farmer to get greedy. Just wait until Mercator forces me to take renovate. Actually, if Idle takes Reno normal here, that would be real good for me. Whoop. Oh. Nice. That is indeed something I said. Animal feed could be 2 points. So a veg and Reno fence are like ultra crucial. And then, okay, thanks. Good to know. I just like to be safe anyway. Oh, then my last action's food. Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to end with any cows. I only need, what is that, 2 food? It looks like Idle's going on renovate nothing first move, which is an absolute steal for me. And he's doing it for wild breeding. Okay. That's probably good for Mercator, too. Graey is actually going to get 5 categories, isn't he? Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, he's going to have... Yeah. Yeah, so that's good for Graey. But also me. I just wanted the 3 points to, like, try to overtake Mercator or Idle. Idle's also 4 category. Fields, veg, pastures, cows. Everyone's 4 category except for, yeah, Mercator plows. Everyone's 4 category except for Graey. If Graey takes wood, wood is his best first action. I don't know if it'll be worth me fencing. I don't gain on my perceived competition enough to save us from losing Lady of the Manor to Graey. Grow. What is a 2-point move? We're not in the business of 2-point moves, I think. Food, veg, reno fence. And there are 3 spots for me to get veg. So I take the biggest food spot on the board and hope that hurts someone. It's really sad that I don't have a way to feed besides baking here. I did not have enough grain sown, I guess. 2 grain fields and grain for plowman's lunch, not right. Don't really know what I could have done better. Once I pass Golden Rose, or once I play Golden Rose, it makes it really hard for Graey to pass Farmer's Market. Because that would have been amazing instead of like playing Sickle immediately. So Idle is going to build stable, so he's going to make 5 also, it looks like. Yeah, 5 categories is usually a good point for Lady of the Manor. Such a sad milking hand. Ock. Oh, estate manager. Okay. Wait. Oh, he's gonna eat bones? I don't think he has enough wood. He's just gonna make 4 categories. Holy cow, Idle's gonna win Lady. Wait, where'd that... Oh, he gets a Grove Keeper. That's his last wood. Okay, nice. Nice. Mercant Reno? What's going on with that? Did he decide that he'd rather take clay and build stone oven? Yeah, I don't know where he's getting the stone, because he finished his bee statue, right? Yeah, it's going to be close, but I'll be surprised if I have this one. Idle should take one of the wood spots. And hit stables. He can eat 3 of his sheep. Is he stabling now? Wow, that has to be a mistake. Graey is stabled out. I could, but I don't want to. Wow, he's just building 2 stables. What is this? That's an incredibly suspicious move. Mercator takes a cow. Yeah, if Graey had a way to kill his empty spaces, this would be a much better game for him. But yeah, Graey is going to get to 5 categories. I might have said opposite of that like 10 seconds ago, but definitely not. We had established that Graey could get a 5th wood here and can feed, so kick the football for the lulz. I think I have to breed. It's not optional. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. How are you feeding? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, okay. I'm at 46 with 4 categories. Okay, so I pip Merc by 1. Wow. I think Idyllwild might have... Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter. I probably am forced to, but... Yeah. I don't think it matters for Lady, and I don't think Idyllwild is in contention either. Yeah, I think that's probably the major misplay from Idle is not realizing that Graey would take Lady with 5. Did I win this? So Idle eats 2 cows, which means that Graey will not get estate manager or sheep lord lover. That's an interesting turn of events. So I guess Graey can just animal nurse a sheep instead of a whatever. Yep, when you put Graey, you had more than 46. So he has 3 here, 1 here, 3 here, and 2 here. So he has 8, 9 plus what he's showing, 40. Oh yeah, wow. Wow, crazy game. I don't see how Graey needs to do differently. I guess, Can't he eat, like, crops? Oh. Oh. Uh. So we all get lady. That's a crazy endgame. Wow. Okay, cool. That that's pretty fortunate. All right. Thanks for watching. I'm glad Graey is not ultra upset about it. Yeah, Idyllwild should have done stables, but didn't realize that Graey was. Yeah. All right. Oh, and a football player too. All right. Yeah. Uh. Sorry, Milking Hand. It wasn't meant to be. All right, so that's cool to get the win there. Very interesting endgame. Thank you all for watching. I'll probably hang out in the Twitch chat for a little bit longer, but otherwise, I will see you next time. Please give me a follow if you haven't on twitch.tv/lumen_s. Well, no, it was a food thing. And I should be at affiliate level soon, which means I'll have the ability to do emotes and subscriptions and all that, which is really exciting. I already have some emote ideas in the works. Possibly a really good one if I get permission from a certain person. All right. Thanks all for watching. See you next time.